Some teenagers are born to stand out, not because they choose to, but because their lives are truly extraordinary. Whether it's breaking world records, living with rare conditions, or showing incredible strength at such a young age, these teens have captured the world's attention and inspired millions with their unique stories. These are the 10 extraordinary teens who shocked the world. Are you new in this video? Click subscribe and hit notification bell. So let's get started. Karan Singh first captivated media attention when he was measured at 6 feet 6 inches, or 198 centimeters, around age 8, earning widespread recognition as the world's tallest 8-year-old. He hails from Meerut, India, and his remarkable height at such a young age sparked intense curiosity about his growth, health, and life as a child in a body unlike that of his peers. Karan's extraordinary growth has often been linked to genetics, given that exceptionally tall stature appears in parts of his family. But beyond the numbers, his life offers a real look at the challenges and public fascination that come with such a rare physical condition. As his photos and videos circulated, people wondered, how do you walk through school, social situations, and daily routines when you tower over even many adults? In the years since, Karan's height has continued to draw attention. Some social media posts and forums report that by his mid-teens, he may have reached around 8 feet 2 inches, though these later figures are less rigorously verified. Recently, Karan made headlines again after meeting the legendary WWE star Great Khali. At that meeting, the wrestling icon said it was the first time he had to look up at someone, indicating just how towering Karan has become. Karan Singh's journey invites us to reflect not just on what's physically possible, but also on how society views difference, curiosity, and the strength required to live a life so visible, literally and metaphorically. Gabby Jingra is from Big Lake, Minnesota. She was born with an ultra-rare genetic disorder called congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis, often abbreviated CIPA or HSAN type 5. Because of this, Gabby lacks the nerve signals that tell the brain when something hurts. She can feel touch, but not pain, and she hardly sweats. This condition became clear early. As a baby, Gabby slept through pain that would normally cause crying, like when her heel was pricked. As she got older, serious issues started appearing. She would chew on her fingers and tongue so severely they bled, unintentionally scratch or injure her eyes, even lose teeth because she wouldn't feel the damage. Her eyes in particular suffered. Doctors had to sew her eyelids shut at one point to keep her from rubbing and damaging them further. Eventually, Gabby lost vision in one eye, and the remaining eye has very limited vision. She uses protective goggles almost all the time. Despite the dangers, Gabby's family has worked hard to help her lead as normal a life as possible. In school, she has aides or assistants to help keep her safe. They also set up safety measures at home. And socially, she has a strong attitude and spirit. She wants to be seen and treated as much like other kids as possible. One of her biggest wishes has been simple but meaningful: to eat like everyone else, and to have her mouth repaired so she can properly chew and smile. She is also preparing for dental implants when she is old enough to help restore function. Abby's story demonstrates that sometimes lack of pain isn't a relief. It can hide danger. But it also shows resilience, coping with something rare, managing daily risks, and still holding on to hope and normalcy. Robert Bobrachki, born in Romania in 2000, became famous as one of the tallest teenagers in the world, standing at an incredible 7 feet 7 inches tall. His extraordinary height was inherited. His father, a former basketball player, stood 7'1", and his mother was 6 feet tall. Unlike most people with extreme growth, Robert's condition wasn't caused by a disorder, but by genetic tall stature. By the time he was 12, he was already taller than most professional players. He later moved to the United States to train at the Spire Institute in Ohio, hoping to pursue a basketball career. However, his unusual height came with major challenges. He was extremely underweight and struggled with back and joint pain. Despite his talent, his body often couldn't keep up with the game. Though his basketball career didn't take off as many expected, Robert found new opportunities beyond the court, even appearing in the sci-fi movie Alien: Romulus. His story reminds us that extraordinary height isn't just a gift, it's a challenge that few can truly understand. Tyler Parker, known online as the Teen Hulk, became an internet sensation when photos of his massive build spread across social media. At just 14 years old, Tyler stood 6 feet tall and weighed nearly 300 pounds, a physique that shocked millions and made him one of the most talked about young athletes in America. Born in California, Tyler's dedication to football and fitness started early. He trained intensely, not just to look strong, but to become one of the best defensive linemen in his class. Behind his viral fame is a hard-working teen who spends hours in the gym, balancing his studies with daily strength training and conditioning. Now entering his senior year, Tyler continues to prove that he's more than just muscle. He's been recognized by recruiters nationwide, receiving multiple offers from college programs. Despite critics calling him too short for his position, Tyler's performance on the field says otherwise, racking up 60 tackles and 4 sacks in a single season. With his unstoppable drive and powerful mindset, the Teen Hulk is on his way to turning viral fame into a lasting legacy in the world of football. Ella Hadamia, from the San Francisco Bay Area, is a remarkable multi-sport athlete who began training in martial arts as a child before branching out into gymnastics and Olympic-style weightlifting. By age 11, Ella had already claimed the title of USA Weightlifting National Youth Champion in her weight class, 31 kilograms, for both the 11U and 13U divisions. She impressively can deadlift weights far exceeding her body weight. For example, she's been reported to deadlift 138 lbs, 62.6 kgs, while weighing just 71 lbs, 32 kgs. Elle's athleticism doesn't end with lifting. She's also strong in gymnastics and even practices martial arts. Her training schedule is intense. She balances gymnastics, strength training, and technique work, all while staying committed to her goals. Her ambition is bold. Elle dreams of competing at the Olympic level one day. With dedication, rare strength, and a body that defies expectation, she's already making waves and inspiring many along the way. Magali Gonzalez Sierra is a teenager from Colombia who lives with Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome, HGPS. A rare genetic disorder that causes children to age at an astonishingly rapid rate. Though she turned 15, her body exhibits signs typically associated with the elderly: stiff joints, frailty, loss of hair, and hardened skin, among others, making her appear decades older than her true age. Patients with progeria often have a very short life expectancy, commonly not living beyond their early teens, so Magali's milestone birthday was viewed as remarkable by doctors. When she celebrated her quinceañera, the Latin American rite of turning 15, her family and community organized a grand celebration to honor her life. She wore a lilac gown, a wig and tiara, and arrived in a decorated carriage, living her dream princess moment despite all the challenges. Magali first showed symptoms as an infant. Her skin hardened, she lost hair, including eyebrows and eyelashes, and by the age of 10 months, signs of accelerated aging began to appear. Over time, her mobility declined and she struggles with many complications typical of progeria. Her story is both heartbreaking and inspiring, a vivid reminder of how each life, no matter how brief or fraught with challenge, deserves to be celebrated. In a small remote village, 2 twin boys became known for their unusually large heads, a sight that left everyone amazed and curious. Locals believed they were born with special gifts, symbols of wisdom and strength. Experts suggest their condition might resemble hydrocephalus, a rare disorder where fluid builds up in the brain, causing the head to swell. Despite their challenges, the twins grew up strong and determined, proving that even the most unusual differences can make someone truly extraordinary. What can you say about this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Meet Xueli Abing, a teenager who turned her rare condition into a symbol of strength and beauty. Born in China with albinism, a genetic condition that affects skin, hair, and vision, Xueli was abandoned outside an orphanage as a baby, likely due to harmful cultural beliefs surrounding her appearance. She was named Xueli, meaning beautiful snow, reflecting her unique look. At the age of 3, she was adopted by a loving family in the Netherlands, where her journey truly began. When she was just 11, Xueli was invited to model for a campaign called Perfect Imperfections, celebrating diverse beauty. That opportunity led to something incredible. Her photo was later featured in Vogue Italia, one of the world's most prestigious fashion magazines. Despite having only 8 to 10% vision, Xueli never let it stop her. She focuses on people's voices and who they are inside. Outside of modeling, she enjoys swimming, judo, and even crochet. In 2022, Xueli made history by becoming a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador, using her voice to fight discrimination and support people with albinism around the world. She also founded the Open Eyes Foundation, aiming to break stereotypes and promote inclusion. Xueli Abing is more than a model. She's a powerful reminder that being different is not something to hide, it's something to celebrate. Meet Anyang Dung, a stunning young model and influencer who's redefining beauty standards around the world. Born in South Sudan and later moving to Australia, Anyang quickly captured global attention with her rich, dark skin, statuesque presence, and confident personality. From a young age, Anyang faced harsh criticism online, with some people telling her to change her appearance. But instead of hiding, she embraced who she was. Her powerful response, reminding people that South Sudan is home to some of the tallest and darkest people in the world, went viral and turned her into a symbol of pride and self-love. Known by many as the Black Barbie, Anyang uses her platform to celebrate natural beauty and challenge narrow beauty standards. Her TikTok and Instagram accounts feature stunning fashion shots, powerful messages, and glimpses of her everyday life. One of her videos, highlighting her confidence and presence, reached over 22 million views, inspiring millions around the world. Standing nearly 6 feet tall, with grace and elegance in every move, Anyang proves that real beauty lies in embracing who you are. She doesn't just model clothes, she models confidence, resilience, and authenticity. Anyang Dung is more than an influencer. She's a role model for young people everywhere, especially dark-skinned girls who are learning to love themselves just as they are. Razel Calago was once a bright and confident teenager from Cotabato, Philippines, known in her community for her charm and grace. She even competed in local beauty pageants, full of hope and dreams for the future. But everything changed when she turned 14. What started as small, itchy rashes quickly became something far more devastating. Over the course of just 2 years, Razel's skin began to age rapidly. Wrinkles formed across her face and body, her skin sagged, and her youthful glow faded, replaced by the appearance of someone decades older. At just 16, she looked like a woman in her 50s. Doctors believe she has Werner syndrome, a rare and incurable condition that causes premature aging in young people. Her health began to suffer too. She felt constant back pain, her energy dropped, and even walking became difficult at times. The transformation didn't just change how she looked, it shattered her confidence. Once admired on stage, Razel now hides behind masks and long sleeves, avoiding mirrors and crowds. Bullies mocked her, strangers stared, and some even mistook her for her own mother's mother. But Razel is more than her condition. Despite the pain, she finished high school, celebrated her 18th birthday, and still dreams of going to college. Her story reminds us that beauty isn't just skin deep, and true strength lies in facing the world when everything about you has changed. Michael van de Weert from Belgium is only 23 years old, but his body looks decades older. He was born with progeria, a rare genetic disorder that causes the body to age up to 8 times faster than normal. Doctors told his family he likely wouldn't live past the age of 12, but Michael didn't just survive, he thrived. Growing up, Michael was often bullied and called cruel names like alien, but instead of hiding, he chose to live boldly. He learned to drive, he snowboards, he streams on Twitch, and he even got his favorite anime characters tattooed on his body. He proudly says, "My body is old, but my soul is still young." Michael shares his journey to inspire others, showing that no diagnosis can define who you are. Now one of the oldest people living with progeria, Michael continues to defy the odds with passion and positivity. His life is proof that true strength comes not from your age, but how you choose to live every day. Meet Pratik Vital Mohite, a trailblazing young bodybuilder from Maharashtra, India. Standing at just 3 feet 4 in 102 centimeters, he earned the title of world's shortest competitive bodybuilder in 2021, a record certified by Guinness World Records. Born with notably short limbs, doctors initially doubted he would ever walk without support. But Pratik defied those early predictions. Inspired by his uncle, he began working out in 2012, transforming his physique and perception of self. He faced skepticism throughout his journey, struggling with equipment and facing jokes from peers. Yet, his commitment never wavered. Running 30 minutes every morning and evening, plus 2-hour workouts daily, became his routine. In 2016, he entered his first bodybuilding competition, eventually competing in over 40 events across district, state, and national levels. In February 2021, his efforts were immortalized when Guinness announced Pratik as the shortest competitive bodybuilder male in the world. Reflecting on his achievement, he said it was his dream to earn that recognition, and he proudly fulfilled it. Beyond records, Pratik is a motivator. He shares his journey online, supports others with similar challenges, and plans to open his own gym one day. He emphasizes, "Our height may be short, but our dreams must be big." In 2023, he celebrated a new chapter, marrying Jaya, who is 4 feet 2 and tall, in a traditional Maharashtrian ceremony. His wedding photos, flooded with joy, reflect his confident and proudly embraced life. Meet Dor Bahadur Kapangi, a teenager from the Sindhuli district of Nepal, who earned the title World's Shortest Male Teenager by Guinness World Records. Born on November 14, 2004, Dor measured an average height of just 73.43 centimeters, 2 feet 4.9 in, during the official measurement in Kathmandu on March 23, 2022. A shy 17-year-old at the time, Dor lives with his farming family in a village school area about 130 kilometers southeast of Kathmandu. He was an ordinary baby until age 7, when his growth suddenly stopped, and despite medical evaluations, the cause remains unknown. At the recognition ceremony, the certificate was presented to him by the CEO of the Nepal Tourism Board, with his brother, Nara B, speaking on his behalf as Dor felt shy in front of the cameras. His family continues to support him daily, carrying him to and from school, helping him dress and eat, and encouraging him in every step. Despite his small stature, Dor enjoys simple childhood moments, playing with a ball or doing his homework with classmates around his age. His brother hopes that this global recognition will open doors to better education and opportunities for Dor. Meet Khaled Mohsen Al-Sheri, a Saudi teenager once known as the world's heaviest teen, who weighed over 600 kilograms and spent years confined to his home. When Khaled reached around 610 kilograms, he couldn't move or even breathe properly. His life took a turn when King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia personally arranged his rescue, using a crane, forklift, and a specially equipped plane to transport him to a major medical center in Riyadh. Under the care of a team of doctors and therapists, Khaled began a life-saving transformation. Within just 4 months, he lost over 300 kilograms, and over the next several years, his weight dropped by more than 540 kilograms, eventually stabilizing around 63 kilograms. His journey involved gastric bypass surgery, a strict diet, extensive physiotherapy, and later procedures to remove excess skin. Task by task, Khaled took his first steps again, sometimes needing a wheelchair or walker, other times walking unassisted. Today, Khaled is unrecognizable from his former self, not just in appearance but in spirit. Nicknamed the Smiling Man, he radiates joy, health, and gratitude. His story is a testament to how determination, medical care, and kindness can bring someone back from the brink. Born on February 13, 2003 in Ontario, Canada, Kennedy Jordan Bromley came into the world weighing just 2.5 pounds, about 1.1 kilograms, and measuring around 11 and 28 centimeters. Doctors expected she wouldn't survive past a few days due to complications from primordial dwarfism, a rare genetic condition affecting only about 100 people worldwide. Despite a rocky start, Kennedy defied the odds. 8 months in, she was still thriving, and by age 12, she was approximately 39.5 in 99 centimeters, tall, and 23.5 lbs, about the size of a toddler. Nurses endearingly nicknamed her Thumbelina, and she won hearts everywhere with her radiant spirit and determination. Kennedy's personality shines through her achievements. Despite fragile bones and learning challenges, she attends school, plays hockey, swims, and even skates, living life as fully as any child her age. Teachers and her brother describe her as empathetic, joyful, and independent, a little girl who brings warmth to everyone around her. Her mother, Brianne, shares both moments of pride and anxiety. While Kennedy has come so far, her condition still carries risks like scoliosis or aneurysms. Yet their hope is simple and poignant. If we can get through today, then we'll see about tomorrow. These extraordinary teens prove that age is never a limit to greatness. From breaking records to defying rare conditions, they've shown the world that strength, courage, and determination can come from the most unexpected places. Their stories remind us that being different isn't a weakness. It's what makes you unforgettable.